my name is Ursula Fabiano. I'm going to tell you about some of the dispositions I believe that I have, a disposition I think I can work on, as well as what I think a professional educator looks like. There are several dispositions that I possess that help make me a more successful teacher. First and foremost, I set high, realistic expectations for every single student who walks into my classroom. I believe that each and every one of them have the ability to learn. I strive to make the learning fun and interesting by connecting it to their personal interests. I also use both formal and informal assessments to guide my teaching so I can reach the individualized needs of each student, keeping in mind that every single student learns differently. And that leads me to the next disposition I feel I possess, which is fairness. Every student who walks into my room has their own set of beliefs and values that they bring with them. They also bring any problems that they're facing at home. And I feel that I've been able to create a positive rapport with my students, and for this reason they come to me to talk about their problems. When you have a better understanding of who they are and what problems they're facing, you have a better understanding of how to help them learn. And fairness, it's really a tricky word because more than fairness, I believe in equity for every single student. What may work for one student may not work for another, and even though it may look like it's not fair to a bystander, it's equitable for those students, and that's what makes strong learners, is reaching out and being equitable with them. Lastly, the disposition I think that I am the strongest at is reflection. Daily, whenever I would teach, I would reflect on the lessons I taught, make a note, and think about how I can change it the next time I teach the lesson. When I taught several periods in the day, I needed to quickly reflect on how the lesson went with the previous class so I could make the changes for the next class coming in. And at the end of every single school year, I would reflect on my practice for that year and think about the changes that I wanted to make and the goals that I had for the following year. I'm constantly seeking feedback. I love when people come into my room and tell me the positives, the negatives, just give me everything that I need to know so I can make my practice better. I also enjoy going to other teachers' classrooms so I can reflect on what they do and how it may or may not work for me in my own class. The disposition I believe I need the most work on is advocacy. I believe that as educators, we have an important role to play in the community, and it's important for us to be able to promote positive change within our schools and our communities. One way that we can do this is to inform students about what's going on in the community around them and strive to problem solve solutions for what is going on in the community and think of innovative ideas for supporting the community. I feel that I can work on this disposition by being more involved within the community, because I believe the more you know about the community you're working in, the better you're able to serve the students within it. So that's something I'm going to work towards by becoming a more active community member to better myself in this disposition. When I picture a professional educator, what comes to my mind is someone who dresses for their position. They look clean, their clothes are not revealing, they present themselves nicely, they look confident but approachable. They behave ethically and possess several, if not all, of the dispositions of high expectations, respect for diversity, fairness, professional conduct, reflection, curiosity, honesty, compassion, advocacy, and dedication. They seek to be the best possible role model for those around them and treat others with warmth and respect. They constantly look to better their practice so they can bring the best possible education and learning experience to their students and the school. The standard they use to guide their thinking and actions is the golden rule. They treat others the way they wish to be treated, with kindness, respect, and care.